Good morning, respected teacher and classmates. I'm Yulieth Valencia Fernandez. I am in 7th semester of English Bachelor degree. In this opportunity, I'm going to present a description about my city, which is Soacha. First of all, I don't want to talk about maybe the things that everyone knows. That is that maybe Suacha has a lot of insecurity, and also that in Suacha there are a lot of problems of transport. No, I want to show you other face of Suacha, the good face of Suacha. So I want to start with the history of my city of Soacha. Soacha was an Indian village founded in 1600 by Luis Enrique Soacha. Which is the meaning of Soacha? That's a name means city of the male god. That is the meaning of Soacha name. And nowadays you can find a lot of pictograms from that years. For example, you can find one in La Vereda del Charquito. I show you a picture about it. Also in Soacha you can find large houses and haciendas from the colonial times. For example, here in Soacha you can find El Vínculo large house, Food Farm, and Tequendama farm, among others. Like you can see, this is one of that famous village and farms. Other historical places that you can find here is San Bernardino Church. This is a very ancient church. It was built in 1600 and it has been to be reconstructed about 4 times for different earthquakes that had affected it with the pass of the time. This, like you can see in these pictures, the church has been restructured and has passed for a lot of changes. And where is it located? The church is located in the central of Soacha, and around the church and around the central park of Soacha you can find all the commercial part of this city. For example, you can find stores, clothes stores, food restaurants, a lot of commercial shops here around the church and around the central park of Soacha. Also in Soacha you can find natural places. For example, you can find the Muña Reservoir and El Salto de Tequendama, which has 165 meters deep. So it is very high, and so it's not recommended for persons who fear to the highest. It's not recommended for that kind of persons. Also, you can find in front of the El Salto de Tequendama, you can find El Salto Hotel, which was built in 1925. So at the start, this hotel was constructed in order that the people who went there to know the Salto de Tequendama could stay the night there. But with the pass of the time, it doesn't work. So nowadays this is a museum. The Sauto Hotel is a museum, and the cost to entry is about 8,000 pesos. Also around for here you can find food, delicious food typical for the region. Okay, so continue with the economic activity of the city. The economic activity is based on the commerce of food, clothes, and ironmongery, but also in Soacha you still can find strawberry, potatoes, and pig crops. So it's good to go and taste the delicious food in Suacha. For example, the almojábanas and garullas are very popular here and are considered like cultural heritage that is not very good for the natural of my city is the mining exploitation. Nowadays in Suacha exists about the 200 zones of mining exploitation, from which the 75% are illegals, which has caused a big damage to the nature of the city. And for last, my neighborhood. My neighborhood is called Ciudad Verde. It was inaugurated in 2010. It has about 35,000 inhabitants, so it's very, very big. The most of the houses here or most of the flats here are social interest housing. So for that reason, here in Ciudad Verde, you can find the most of the people is from Bogota, who buy their flats here in Ciudad Verde, like social interest housing. And also the most of the people who lives here works in Bogota for that reason. In Ciudad Verde also you can find at least 2 malls, 3 schools, 1 big kindergarten, a library, and the best for me and that I love from Ciudad Verde is the parks and the cycleways, because I like to go to the parks and pass time in the nature with my family. So for me, it's the best part of my neighborhood. So that's all for today. So thank you for paying attention, and please come and visit my city. Goodbye.